It's every music fan's favorite time of the year where the person that you're rooting for, when they win, the Academy got it right, and when they lose, it's racist. What up, y'all? It's your boy Nick Rich. I can't be too loud. I'm recording at 1 in the morning right now. Just got home from work. Neighbors are upstairs. I can't be too loud, but I want to talk about this Grammys because a lot of stuff happened. And just so we're clear, I'm really only talking about the black stuff. That's all I really care about, and it's Black History Month. So let's talk about the Grammys. Let's just start with the obvious. Kendrick just opened his mouth. Kendrick Lamar broke the record. He is the all-time leader for rappers for most Grammy wins. I believe he's at 26 or 27. I think the record was Jay-Z with like 25, 26 or something like that. Kendrick Lamar won almost everything tonight. He won for melodic rap performance with Luther, which anything that Luther won, I don't have any issues with. I love Luther. I think Luther is an amazing song. And then we get into the bull. For Rap Song of the Year, Kendrick Lamar wins again with TV Off. I hate that song so much. That is the type of Kendrick that I don't like. I like the lyrical Kendrick. I like probably half of GNX, and I think the other half is some of the worst music Kendrick has ever made. I think Peekaboo is one of the worst songs he's ever made. I mean, in this category, for me, Rap Song of the Year, Anxiety, get that the hell out of here. If Birds Don't Sing won, if Sticky won, I don't have any issues with that. Even Glorilla TGIF, I wouldn't have been upset if that won. I mean, I get why TV Off won, but in my opinion, outside of Anxiety, TV Off is the worst song in this category, but Kendrick Lamar wins again. He also won for Rap Album of the Year, which again, I wouldn't have given that to GNX. Me personally, I was hoping that the Clips won. I'm from Virginia, in case you don't know. I think Let God Sort 'Em Out is way better than GNX. GNX is more popular, but I think the better album as a complete project, I think the Clips 1000% should have won that award. And the thing that pisses me off is the Clips did win a Grammy, but they only won a Grammy because it's also attached to Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar won for Best Rap Performance with Chains and Whips. And then Kendrick also won Overall Record of the Year for Luther. And again, I love Luther. I have absolutely no issues with Luther winning anything. I think Luther, in terms of a mainstream song, is a perfect mainstream song. Love that. Also, before I forget, with the whole Record of the Year thing with Kendrick, why would they do that to Cher? Cher, I think, is close to 80 years old or something like that. And I felt so bad because her age was definitely showing tonight. I mean, she walked off stage after getting her award, and then Trevor Noah awkwardly had to be like, Cher, can you introduce this next award? And then when she actually presented the award, she says, oh, the winner is Luther Vandross. Like, even Kendrick was like, what the f? Kendrick breaking that record, though, is it's kind of hilarious to me because Kendrick Lamar has this PR where he's looked at as like anti-industry. You know, he's looking at the guy that's, I'm not associated with y'all. I'm just keeping it real. And it's like, yo, Kendrick Lamar is one of the most industry darlings in the music industry right now. After he got robbed of that first Grammy with Good Kid, Mad City losing to Macklemore, Kendrick Lamar has pretty much won everything after that. To me, I don't know which categories Kanye West won and lost, but the fact that he has more than Kanye is insane to me. The fact that he has more than Jay-Z is crazy to me. I never would have thought Kendrick Lamar when he first came out. Not that he's not an amazing artist, not that he's not an amazing rapper. I just never would have thought he would have won this much. I mean, it also helps that he got the Drake stimulus package. And that's one thing people have been talking about on the internet. Oh, Drake. Look, I'm a big Drake fan. I also love Kendrick. But when it comes to Kendrick, I like what I like and I don't like what I don't like. And GNX is not for me. I've never liked club hype Kendrick. That's not for me. I knew he was going to win multiple awards, especially with the way that the Grammys were reacting last year when he won for Not Like Us and people were in the crowd high-fiving and stuff like that. We all knew Kendrick was gonna win these awards, and especially when they kept saying, oh, he's about to break the record. We all knew this was going to happen. I will say, to me, it's fair criticism. This is nothing Drake related. I hate that you can't talk about Kendrick without talking about Drake, but tonight really magnified for me the problem that I say with Kendrick a lot. Kendrick Lamar won two televised awards. Everybody all night was saying F Ice. You know, Becky G the other day, she had the F Ice on her fingernails. You know, Billie Eilish said something. Bad Bunny said something. Even SZA said something later. Kendrick Lamar never seems to use his platform in terms of like in the real world. Only in his music, when he's trying to sell you something. He's the moral compass for everyone. But when he has the opportunity to have an easy layup and just say, yo, what's going on in this country right now is crazy. You know, what's going on with ICE is crazy, blah, blah, blah. He doesn't have to write or give a an entire speech on it, but you could just say something, and he never takes the opportunity to do that. And to me, I thought it was funny that SZA, when they won Record of the Year, she actually took the time to say, yo, the country is crazy right now, blah, blah, blah. And then he was just like, yeah, Luther Vandross. I don't know. Shout out to Kendrick. I like Kendrick, but I just think Kendrick is such a hypocrite with a lot of things, but that's not the point of this video. Let's talk about some of the other stuff. Also, real quick, I want to give a shout out to Kehlani and also Leon Thomas. They both, I think, won 2 Grammys, if my memory is correct. Kehlani won Best R&B Performance, and I feel like she won another one for Folded. Folded, I think, has 2. And then Leon Thomas also, I believe, won 2. He won Traditional R&B Performance with Vibes Don't Lie, and he won R&B Album with Mutt. Great album. Let's talk about Doechii real quick, because I actually like Doechii as an artist, but I feel like on the internet, people either love her or they hate her. For me, I think she's cool. I think she's extremely talented. Her last mixtape I thought was really good. This song, Anxiety, is one of the worst songs I have ever heard in my life. I wish y'all could have saw my face when it was like Song of the Year, Record of the Year, because I think she got nominated for that as well. I was at work watching the Grammys. I was ready to flip my desk over if Anxiety won any of those bigger categories. I mean, she won an award for Music Video of the Year. Not completely mad at it. I mean, the video, if you're into like the theater and stuff like that, that's a very Grammy music video. I think she beat like Sabrina Carpenter and some other people, but I mean, the song is terrible, so as long as the song didn't win, I'm cool. And like I said earlier, in case you don't know, I'm from Virginia, Richmond, Virginia specifically. Virginia had a lot of representation going on tonight. Rapper Mad Skillz, who most people probably know him for doing the yearly wrap up. I don't know if he still does it, but when I was growing up in like the early 2000s, the yearly wrap up that Skillz would do was one of the highlights of the year. That's something that you look forward to at the start of every new year. He won a Grammy tonight. And then sticking with Richmond, as we all know, legendary R&B singer D'Angelo passed away last year. I thought they gave a beautiful tribute. This was my first time seeing Lauryn Hill in forever. Lauryn Hill is a queen. One of the greatest albums ever. I thought she sounded amazing tonight. And then, of course, Pharrell and the Clips. They from the 757 from the Virginia Beach area. The Clips, I thought, gave a great performance. I wish they would have did a different song, but they did a great performance tonight. They won their award for, not televised, which sucks, but they won for the rap performance, I believe, the song with Kendrick Lamar. That song, it's like, it's good. It's just one of those things where it's like, at least for me, like, I love that album. I wanted that album to win Rap Album of the Year. That song, though, it's a good song, but it's one of those songs that you don't listen to that often. Like, I don't think I've listened to that song after the first week that that album came out. I haven't listened to that song in forever, but I'm just happy that the Clips got their first Grammy, 20 plus years in the game, and they're just getting their first Grammy. Hard to be mad at that. And then Pharrell, the vampire himself, I think he said he was 52 years old. He looked great tonight, pause. Pharrell looked great tonight. That suit that he had on was fly as hell, but he got the Dr. Dre Award, or Dr. Dre Impact Award. Can we talk about Dr. Dre? Dr. Dre is probably my favorite producer. Dr. Dre, in my opinion, is the greatest producer of all time. But can we be honest about why does Dr. Dre, if you know anything about, I wish I could be louder. If you know anything about Dr. Dre's past with abuse and things like that, or assault, let's just say, we don't need to have that award. All right, we could change that award to somebody else. But Pharrell got the Dr. Dre Award. Kind of messed up. Again, I'm from Virginia, so I love the Neptunes. Him and Chad are beefing right now. I believe Chad is actually suing Pharrell for something with the Neptunes. In their little package that they ran highlighting Pharrell's career, they didn't mention Chad or show Chad at all, if my memory's correct. That's messed up, and I feel for Chad. Granted, I don't know Chad. Chad might be a terrible person. I don't know, but to me, being from Virginia, I don't like seeing that. I hope they're able to figure that out. But shout out to Pharrell, shout out to the Clips, shout out to D'Angelo, God bless the dead, and shout out to Mad Skillz. Virginia had a lot of representation tonight. But I thought the show was pretty good. I mean, this is the last year that it's going to be on CBS. Trevor Noah, I thought he did a great job. I usually hate the hosts during these types of shows. I feel like usually they're pretty awkward. But I thought, in my opinion, Trevor Noah did a really good job. Some of the performances overall, like I love the Grammys because I find new people that I've never heard of, and then I go and check their music out. Like the woman that won Best New Artist, let me say her name real quick. Olivia Dean, shout out to her. She fine as hell. I never heard of her before. I heard her song on the radio. I for sure thought this was a white woman singing this song. Shout out to her, Best New Artist. Apparently she's amazing. After this, I'm actually gonna go, while I'm editing this video, I'm gonna probably go check her album out. I think she has an album out, but shout out to her. I usually love when they do the best, or the new artist performances where it's like everybody gets their segment. I think that's pretty cool. That Addison Rae chick, I know I said I'm only talking about the black stuff for real, but that Addison Rae chick, pack it up, shorty. That Cat's Eye, whatever, bro. I never, like I said, I don't know none of these people. Bro, for the Cat's Eye group where it was like 10 of them, I just know them as the Old Navy chicks. They was singing some song gnarly, and they was just saying like gang, gang, and like they said something about fried chicken. Nah, bruh. But the Grammys was cool. The Grammys usually is pretty hit or miss for me. I'm a big Weeknd fan. The Weeknd last year performed at the Grammys. They were like, oh, we're back with the Weeknd. The Weeknd, we're back in his good graces. The Weeknd dropped one of the best albums of last year, and then they didn't give him a single nomination this year. I ain't forget. I ain't even saying he needed to win. He ain't get a single nomination. Absolutely insanity to me. But another Grammys, Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick just opened his mouth. So I'm going to go hand him a Grammy right now. Luther, great song. Kendrick Lamar dominated. Also, shout out to Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny's performing at the Super Bowl next week. I thought Bad Bunny gave a great speech when, he doesn't really speak English like that, but I thought he gave a great speech. It was a lot of middle fingers towards Ice tonight. Shout out to that. Bad Bunny won Album of the Year. Bad Bunny, I think, won a few awards. So shout out to Bad Bunny. Bad Bunny, even though I don't know what he be saying, I love listening to his music. To me, it's just a vibe. But it was a great show. Also, shout out to Karol G. If you know who Karol G is, God bless. Please subscribe to my channel so I can get a little bit of clout and I can maybe take her out on a date. But yeah, just thank you guys for watching. I just wanted to make this video real quick. It's like I said, it's so late right now. I can't give as much energy as I usually do because my neighbors, I don't want them to complain again. I'm too loud sometimes, apparently. But thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new here. What are your thoughts on the Grammys? Did you like the show? Did you not like the show? What do you think about Kendrick? I'm sure Kendrick is going to be the hot topic tomorrow when I wake up in the morning. Everybody's, oh, Kendrick broke the record. He's the greatest ever. All of a sudden now, y'all care about the White Man Awards. I noticed when the person you like starts winning, all of a sudden you care about the White Man Awards. But I noticed. Let me know in the comment section below your thoughts. Love you guys. As always, remember to tell somebody that you love them. Until next time, see you in the next life.